Alright guys, now let's move. Let's start, sorry. Test 2 part 3 questions 11 to 20, right? So now you just need to read all of the sentences here from 11 to 20, and if that is correct, then you will mark A on your answer sheet, and if it is not correct, then you just mark B on your answer sheet. Okay? Yeah? Now when I read the first one, 11.
Petulia.
But yeah, today we're learning about the island of Petulia. Okay. Yes, people have lived on the island for more than 400 years. Okay. Where is that? Wait. First of all, what's the answer? Right or wrong or whatever? Let me check the answer first for you all. Yeah, we check. That two, right? That two part. That two part 3. Give me a second. Give me a second. Alright, now let's continue. Let me see test 2. Wait for me. Test 2. Test 2 part 3. That's your part 3. Okay, now just check the answers first. 11, guys. 11A, yes. 12. A, okay. 12A. 13. B, okay. B. 14. A. 15. B. 16. A. Oh, sorry. 17. B, okay. 18. A, yeah. 19. B. 20. No. 20A, right? 20A. Yeah, fix that again. Fix that. Okay? Okay. So 11A, 12A, 13B, 14A, 15B, 16A, 17B, 18A, 19B, and 20A. Yeah? Okay, now let's go one by one. We're done. 11 people have lived on the island for more than 400 years, right? And A, that means it's correct, right? This sentence is correct. Now, where can we find it?
Petulia has more number of inhabitants for over 4 centuries.
Okay, the first paragraph, geography. The first paragraph, line number 2. Petulia has had a small number of inhabitants for over 400 years. Has a small number of inhabitants for over 400 years. And here they say that people have lived on the island for more than 400 years. More than 400 years means? Yeah, for over 400 years, for over 4 centuries. That means for over 400 years. That's correct. And which one means people live there? Self-focus. You need to underline all of them, like for over 400 years. For over 4 centuries. So that means for over 400 years. So that's the first thing. Now I want to find something like people have lived on the island. Why do you know? Which one means people have lived on the island? What? Yes, inhabitants. That's right. A small number of inhabitants. Inhabitants, that means people live there. Okay? People live somewhere and we call them inhabitants in that particular area. Yeah? So you can mark that one. You can mark that one and then you write 11, right? Yes, 11. Okay? You mark that part and then you write number 11 there. Okay. Now 12. So
There is a big difference between daytime and nighttime temperatures on the island.
yes, there is a big difference between daytime and nighttime temperatures on the island. And this is correct. There's A, so that's correct, right? Where?
Line number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Paragraph 1.
Yeah.
The sun is extremely hot during the day, but temperatures at night
Regularly.
fall well below freezing.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you can mark that one. Yeah, and that is the answer for number 12. That's the answer for number 12. Yeah, the sun is extremely hot during the day, but temperatures at night regularly fall well below freezing. So that means in the morning it's really hot, but in the evening or at night time it's really, really cold. Yeah? So that means there is a big difference between daytime and nighttime temperatures on the island. So that's correct. Okay, guys? Now number 13. Yeah, the islanders have sold their salt to other countries since the 1970s. Do you see 1970s with S there? What does that mean? Mean the past? No. What? That time. What do you mean? 1970s with S. What does that mean? That means in a decade, starting from 1970 to 1979. A decade, that is 10 years. So when you write 1970s, that means that it includes 1970, 1971, 1972, 1973, 1974, until 1979. Yeah? 10 years. That's why they write 1970 with S. Okay? In 10 years. Yeah? Okay? Yeah, you write 10 years starting, 10 years starting from 1970 to 1979. Yeah? Okay? So the islanders have sold their salt to other countries since the 1970s, and that's wrong, right? That's wrong. Where? Mm-hmm.
Before the introduction of photographs in the 1970s, running from
Petulia.
Petulia to the nearest port could take over 20 hours.
So you say before the introduction of motorboats in the 1970s, traveling from Petulia to the nearest port could take over 20 hours. But it doesn't say anything about the islanders have sold their salt, you see, to other countries since the 1970s. I haven't seen anything related to islanders have sold their salt. Where?
This journey will so make only once a year in order to buy salt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least I can see the word salt there, right? This journey was therefore made only once a year in order to buy salt. What? Motorboats have now cut the journey time to 3 hours, bringing new trade and tourists to Petulia. Now, so that means that you need to read the whole thing here to understand. Yeah, the past until recently. Until recently, what does that mean? When I say recently, that means that very close to the modern time. Okay, to our time right now. Until recently, the island was separate from the outside world. So that means that it is isolated. Okay, it doesn't really connect with the outside world until recently. So by just reading that one, and you might guess like, okay, there's no way the islanders have sold their salt to other countries since the 1970s. Okay? Now here they say, until recently the island was separate from the outside world before the introduction of motorboats in the 1970s. So in the 1970s, what do they have? Motorboats, right? That's what they have. Or that is the time where there was an introduction of motorboats in the 1970s. Traveling from Petulia to the nearest port could take over 20 hours. So that means that not so many people get in or get out of that place, okay? Or got in or got out of that place at that time. This journey was therefore made only once a year in order to buy salt. So that means the islanders, they went out once a year just to buy salt, not to sell salt. You understand? They went out of the island just to buy salt, not to sell salt. And motorboats have now cut the journey time to 3 hours. It's really fast now. So bringing new trade and tourists to Petulia. So new trade, do you understand bringing new trade? Yes or no? What does that mean? What? New thing? Yeah, new what? Like what? New trade. What does that mean? New trading or new trade. That means like more opportunities to buy and sell something else or new things. Okay? That is new trade. Okay? And tourists to Petulia as well. Yeah? But up here, what? Buy and sell as well. New trade, that means new opportunities, opportunity to buy and sell things. Yeah. And here number 3, they say that the islanders have sold their salt to other countries since the 1970s. No, they didn't sell their salt. Okay? They just tried to buy it. Yeah? But not since the 1970s. So you can mark the whole thing? Yeah. Yeah, the whole paragraph like that, so you get more idea, you understand completely, not just one or two sentences. Okay, you can mark the whole thing, the whole paragraph, and that is the answer for number 13. Okay, now 14. Yeah, it takes 3 hours to reach Petulia from the nearest port. And that is correct, right? Where?
In about 2 line 4.
Uh-huh.
Motorboats have now constantly come to 3 hours in new trade to Petulia.
Yes, that's right, that one. Yeah, so you can mark that one as well. Motorboats have now cut the journey time to 3 hours, bringing new trade to tourists and tourists to Petulia. No, but we missed something. Because here they say it takes 3 hours to reach Petulia from the nearest port. I want to say something related to the nearest port.
Before the introduction of motorboat in the 1970s, traveling from Petulia to the nearest port could take over 20 hours.
Yes, that's right, that's right. So we need that as well, yeah? So you can mark that one, and then you can write number 14 as well. Because you see, they mentioned before the introduction of motorboats in the 1970s, traveling from Petulia to the nearest port could take over 20 hours. That was before the introduction of motorboats, right? But now with motorboats, they can cut the journey time to only 3 hours. And we know that is the journey time to the nearest port, from Petulia to the nearest port, okay? Not to anywhere, not to Vietnam or not to America or somewhere. You understand? That is just cut the journey time to 3 hours. That is from Petulia to the nearest port. Yeah? Okay, stop, your turn.
Some farmers have more pieces of land to look at after than others.
Yes, number 15. Some farmers have more pieces of land to look after than others. And that is B, that's wrong. So that means that probably the correct answer is all of the farmers, they have the same pieces of land to work on or to look after, right? That's why that sentence is wrong. Now, where? Mm-hmm.
Line number 1 and 2 at
Mm-hmm.
the top.
Yeah.
Each farmer owns one piece of land in each of the 6 areas and grows vegetables, potatoes, and cereal.
Yes, that's right. So, yeah, from the first sentence, we can say that Petulia is divided into 6 farming areas, and each farmer owns one piece of land. So that means they earn equally. Okay? In one piece of land in each of the 6 areas and grows vegetables, potatoes, and cereals. You can mark that one, and you can write number 15 because each farmer only owns one piece of land. That's not important. Yeah, we start from each farmer owns one piece of land in each of the 6 areas. Okay, but we need the first sentence. Yeah, it makes it clearer. Yeah. Okay, now 16. Yes, the animals are moved onto different land every year. And the answer is A, right? That is correct. The animals are moved onto different land every year. That's correct. Where is that?
Line number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Every year, farmers leave a different piece of land unplanted to allow birds to rest,
Mm-hmm.
cows and sheep are kept here during this time to improve the soil.
Every year, farmers leave a different piece of land unplanted to allow the earth to rest Cows and sheep are kept here during this time to improve the soil. Here they say what? The animals are moved on to different land every year. The animals are moved onto different land every year. Yes, that's right. Yeah, every year farmers leave a different piece of land unplanted to allow the earth to rest. Cows and sheep are kept here. I mean, are kept in this land which is unplanted, and of course that the land is different each year, right? Because here they say every year farmers leave a different piece of land, and then they keep the cows and sheep there. So that means that every year the cows and sheep will be moved to a different piece of land. Yeah, got it? Yes, you can mark that one. Mark that one, and then you can write 16, right? Yeah. Yeah, wait. 16. Yeah. Come again? That's just a preposition. Move on to different land, okay? The animals are moved, maybe like move to different land or on to different land every year, okay? It's just a preposition. We don't need to translate that, okay? Next one, 17. 17, When I read that, 17.
Boys often play football on the field.
Yes, boys often play football on the school field, and that is B, wrong. Where is that?
In paragraph 4, line 1, there is a beside sports field, but instead of playing football, the boys usually choose to kiss like their father, like the girls neighbors.
Yeah. Yes. Paragraph 4, education. Right? Petulia has a well-equipped primary and secondary school. There is a good-sized sports field, but instead of playing football, the boys usually choose to knit, like their fathers, while the girls make wool. Yeah? Do you know knit? Yeah. So the boys, they don't play football there. They just choose to knit. What is that? You know clothes? So they try to make clothes. Okay? Đan hay là gì đó, đan quần áo. Okay? They try to make clothes. Like that. Okay? So you can mark that one. There's a good sized sports field, but instead of playing football, the boys usually choose to knit. So that is the answer. They don't play football. Yeah? So that's number 17. Alright, next one. 18. Stop, go. Both adults
and children help to make the islanders clothes.
Yes. Both adults and children help to make the islanders clothes. And that is A, correct. Where? Where we see that both adults and children help to make the islanders clothes. The rough tracks.
The rough tracks of the island. Tourists often see small children on their way to an
No, it's not correct. It doesn't say anything about clothes in that sentence.
rough tracks.
The rough tracks, I mean like very rough roads. I mean the road is not very good, not a good one, not a flat one, but it's kind of up and down, like that, yeah? So rough tracks, I mean kind of rough roads. So, where? No, the same paragraph. Where you see children and adults, how to make clothes. Read the first sentence again. There is a good size. Read that.
There is a good size sports field, but instead of playing football, the boys usually choose to
Neat.
like their father, while the girls
You know the girls make wool. You know the meaning? So they try to make some wool. The girls will make wool. They prepare the wool, and then yes, so here you see there's a good sized sports field, but instead of playing football, the boys usually choose to knit. That means try to make clothes like their fathers. So that means that what do their fathers do?
make clothes.
They also knit. Here, look at this sentence. The boys usually choose to knit like their fathers. That means the boys and fathers usually knit. Okay? How about the girls? Why the girls make wool? The girls make wool. Wool, I mean like the material. The girls make wool, make the material there, and then the boys and fathers will try to knit them. Okay? And then they are helping to make clothes. So that means based on that sentence, we see that both adults and children help to make clothes. You see that? Yeah, so you mark that one and you write number 18. You mark that one and you write number 18. Alright, now 19.
This is likely that there will be a tourist hotel on the island soon.
Yes, it is likely that there will be a tourist hotel on the island soon. And that's wrong, right? Okay, where?
This is line number 1.
The last paragraph, line number 1. Read that. Petulia.
Petulia has a tourist
Industry.
industry, but the people have kept their traditional customs. There is usually water against the hotel development plan, so there will be no hotel on the island.
Yes, that's right. Petulia has a tourist industry, but the people have kept their traditional customs. They recently voted against a hotel development plan, so there will be no hotels on the island. And here they say it is likely that there will be a tourist hotel on the island soon. and that's incorrect, right? So you can mark that one from from Petulia to the island. Okay, so there will be no hotel on the island. So actually you only need to the main part is there will be no hotels on the island, but you just mark the whole thing to understand more. Yeah. Okay, that's 19. Now 20. Yes, tourists pay to stay with families. Yes, because they don't have any hotels, so they need somewhere to stay, right? So probably they have to stay with families. So the question is whether they have to pay or not. And here they say that yes, tourists have to pay, and that's correct. Where is that?
Tourists are paid with a family as well.
Yes.
Yes, the money earned by a family is like all money on the island
Equally divided. Yes. So instead, they don't have any tourists. They don't have any hotels, right? So instead, tourists are placed with a family as guests. The money earned by each family is, like all money on the island, equally divided. So that means they will divide that amount of money equally for all of the members on the island. Okay? So everyone receives the same thing. Yes, so you can mark that one and you write 20. No, from instead, tourists are placed with a family as guests. Until equally divided. Yeah? Okay? Yes. Yeah, that's right. Now guys, okay, you can have a short break.